What is going to happen if Atiku finally becomes Nigeria's president? I repeat, what is that thing that is going to happen if Atiku finally becomes Nigeria's president 2027? If Northern Nigeria finally takes over from Tinubu or removes Tinubu, what is going to happen? Like I said before, if Tinubu does not restructure Nigeria, the Southwest is going to be relegated politically. I repeat, the Southwest is going to be relegated politically. Like I said, there are some things that Tumu has done that cannot be changed by any incoming government. Whether Atiku, whether Obi, whether Kwankwaso, whether Amechi, any government that is going to take over from Tinubu, there are some things that cannot be changed. Number one, subsidy. The subsidy is here to stay. That removal of subsidy is here to stay. Every one of the contestants, major contestant, 2023 presidential election, Atiku, Obi, Tinubu, they all said that they were going to remove the subsidy. So that one, if Northern Nigeria let them gang up against the South or Tinubu and remove him 2027, they cannot change that subsidy. They cannot bring back the subsidy, because if they bring back that subsidy, it is Northern Nigeria against the people. You see, under Tinubu is one of the presidents that has elevated the status of Southern Nigeria in this country controlled by Fulani. Tinubu is a president, a Southern president that did what no other Southern president could do. Number one, the appointment made by Tinubu and Obasanjo dare not carry out those appointments and not face resistance from Northern Nigeria. In fact, Northern Nigeria created Obasanjo. They brought Obasanjo into power. So what Tinubu is doing today, Jonathan dare not try it. All the Southern presidents that we have gotten under democracy, they dare not try what Tinubu has started and is doing today. That is why I said, under Tinubu, the status of Southern politicians, Southern Nigeria, has been elevated. Some people said that Tinubu thinks that Nigeria, federal government, is Lagos. He cannot replicate what he did in Lagos in the federal government. Now look at it today. MC Oluomo is the national chairman of the NURTW. Tinubu is the Jagaban of Nigeria. Somebody that got into the National Assembly and everybody stood up, both opposition party and whatever. They were singing, "On your mandate, we shall stand." He brought Northern Nigeria together, picked some elements in Northern Nigeria to support him against their own brothers in Northern Nigeria, selected some few from South-South. In fact, most of the cabals in the government are in South-South. Southern Nigeria are the ones controlling the cabals. This is almost the first time, if I can remember, during Buhari, Northern cabal. Under Jonathan, he was complaining, Northern cabal. Under Obasanjo, Northern cabal. Ever since after the Civil War, the Northern cabal has taken over Nigeria. But Tinubu came in. I'm not praising him. I'm telling you what restructuring will do. We need restructuring. And I've said this before, that a Northern president cannot give us restructuring. It is not in their DNA. It is not in their destiny to restructure Nigeria. Any Northern president, especially the ones controlled by this Fulani, especially Northern Nigeria that is being controlled by Fulani, they don't have it in their DNA to deliver restructuring to Nigerians. So as it stands, subsidy cannot be taken back. Now let's look at the tax bill. The tax bill is going to start 1st of January 2026. That tax bill cannot be reversed. They may slow down the implementation, but that tax bill is there to stay. The president assenting to it, the House passing it. It is going to be difficult for Northern Nigeria or any other person. You see, like I said, this is a battle between the Southwest, Yoruba, Tinubu, and the Northern cabals that have been offended. When you look at it critically, those that joined the coalition, most of them are from the APC. Disgruntled politicians that wants to get back. You see, they are using our country. They play kalu. Both ACN and CPC. They are the ones metamorphosed. CPC now is playing opposition. ACN is ruling party. But it is very unfortunate that, like I said, if Tumu does not restructure Nigeria, It is going to be so disastrous, my brother. What they are planning for the Southwest, Tinubu come 2027, any which way, if Tumu loses the election, it don't be for Southwest. If Tumu wins the election, it don't be for Northern Nigeria. So it's just like, it's just like do or die thing. 2027 is just like do or die. Forget, I've said this before, that coalition do not intend to give Amechi or Peter Obi the presidential ticket. Look at what Amechi is saying, that everybody should come to the polls. The coalition does not intend. I know a faction of El-Rufai wants a Peter Obi because that young man is planning for 2031. He has seen a lot of things. Lately, he has been speaking up and down and accusing the government, blah, 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 saying all sorts of things against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But looking at that young man, he is so ambitious to become Nigeria's president one day. And if he's going to achieve that under the ADC coalition, he is going to be waiting for 2031. They will give Atiku chance. Atiku, it is your chance to run the show. It is when Atiku loses the election, you will now understand that so many elements, so many politicians in the northern part of Nigeria, so many Fulani politicians are eyeing that presidency and they don't care about Atiku. Now, about Buhari's 12 million votes, it is now that we will know if that 12 million votes is transferable. Can Atiku muzzle the 12 million votes where we have an El-Rufai? Different people interested in holding on to power. Tinubu and the APC, they are looking at them. They know the differences. You see, APC is waiting for the ADC, the coalition, to organize itself before the attack. Now, after their APC Digital Media Summit, they started attacking a P2B because a P2B is a potential that people are underrating. But you see, Nigeria, we see Nigeria as a place whereby the rule of law is for sale to the highest bidder. Now, recently, we had Kwamwan, a Nigerian Fuji artist from the Southwest. He had an altercation with officials of Value Jet. Yes, he had altercation. Now, currently, there's a recent report about a young woman, Ibom Air in Akwa Ibom State. She had another altercation. Now, the woman has been charged to court. The woman is in Kirikiri. Why Kwamwan, government officials are begging for Kwamwan. Two people contravened the law. Two people carried almost similar acts and offenses. One was told, one was not arrested. They allowed him to go. He was told he was even threatening at the point in time. He was threatening at the point in time. He was told to apologize. No court, no nothing. They just banned it for 6 months. Now, Akwa Ibom Air, a young lady that knows nobody, almost the same offense. This one, they bundled her. All her private parts was showing the way they bundled her like a common criminal. You see how rule of law is in Nigeria. She went to Kirikiri, they charged her to court, they banned her for life. This is Nigeria. So a P2B running in such a system should understand there are some things you need to do, some strong head you need to do, some wins you need to chop to be able to face these people. These people don't care. I believe when they saw what happened to Kwamwan, at least they should have adjusted. But at the end of the day, they don't care about you. What can Nigerians do? This kind of thing, if it happens for Middle East or it happens for Europe or some other places, they will not shut the country down. But you know, say Nigerians, I don't know who bewitched us. So the politicians don't rate you. They're just doing what they are doing for showmanship and because of opposition. That's why I say, if P2B has what it takes to win the election. I've said it before and I will say it again. Let them conduct a free and fair election. Forget all this propaganda that everybody is pushing. Labour Party will push propaganda. Obedient Movement, they will push propaganda. ABC, they will push propaganda. Atiku Boys, PDP, ADC, they will push propaganda. Even ADC own self, ADC propaganda, don't they worse pass everybody. Forget all the propaganda. If an election is conducted now, free and fair election, a neutral body is conducting an election, my brother, P2B has a better chance to win elections. But under the circumstance of a country whereby rule of law is for sale, election is for sale, election riggers are elevated and rewarded, criminals are given positions in Nigeria, and somebody wants to tell me that he wants to be doing deeper life when it comes to politics, I'm making a case for a Peter Obi. Now, the system that is being practiced now is a rugged political system. That is why you see somebody like El-Rufai. Some people are suggesting that if El-Rufai deputize Peter Obi, it's going to be wonderful, because this one get craze, that one it get tactic. It's tactical. He's finding a way to enter this and that. The other one is straightforward and he go hit you. He's not afraid of anybody. So that's why some people are suggesting a Peter Obi and El-Rufai vice presidency. I tell you. So Peter Obi is in a mix, but you see, for those that are willing to play dirty, is Peter Obi willing to play dirty? Are they willing to play dirty? That is the question. So the northern government, northern system, Atiku and co, anybody taking over from Tinubu would not remove the tax bill. The National Development Commissions will not be scrapped also. Anybody that's going to scrap all those ones, that person is looking for trouble. They can reform some things, but these things have come to stay. Now, the census that is coming, you cannot put your hand and say you want to meddle in the census. They will count Nigeria. Everybody will count. They will count Nigeria. They will know how many of us be Christians, Muslims, Northerners, Southerners, each state. And that time, far years will come open. So if Northerners are willing, they are so desperate to make sure that they grab this power from Tinubu, so that census will not take place. Because if the census takes place, a lot of things will be exposed. You see, when it comes to corruption in Nigeria, Northern Nigeria is one of the pioneers of corruption. Look at all the leaders that are involved in corruption. Northern Nigeria, with all the religious whatever, all the you ban alcohol, his bad do this one. At the end of the day, when we are talking about criminals in power, people that have looted Nigeria, look at Buhari's regime, look at Malami and co, look at the accusation, look at Sabiu, Rabiu and everybody, look at Hadi Sirika, look at Rice Pyramid, look at trader money. All these things are there under people that so you cannot stop the census. Census is going to, and you see, when they do census now, it will take a very long time for you to review their census. Maybe Northern Nigeria is going to do magical, I don't know. But that census is going to take a longer time to review that census. Now, the local government autonomy is here to stay. Anybody going against all these reforms, they are looking for trouble. They are anti-people. Now that Southern Nigeria don't get mind to run package. But I don't know, one thing I don't know is whether there will be alliance. If Northern Nigeria take over, whether the Southeast and the South-South will have alliance with the Southwest. That one I cannot say. I cannot project. There is no permutation about that. Whether they are really going to have alliance with the Southwest. Because now it is believed that the Southwest is running the government on its own. He's dragging other people like, it is not a collaboration. It's not a Southern collaboration. It's a Southwest thing. From head to toe, you see Southwesterners. Anyone Tinubu can play politics, he go play politics for that level. So in the nearest future, I don't know whether if not take over from Tinubu 2027 or 2031, I don't know whether Southeast will still wants to have an alliance with them, or South part of Nigeria won't have. When you look at most of the projects, you see most concentration in the Southwest. And you see political sentiments, they don't care. If like achieve from now to tomorrow, it is the person that can pass the message of propaganda that can convince the people otherwise and take actions. If I lie to somebody, or I tell somebody half truth, or I package a lie and make the lie look like truth to somebody, and I make that person act, I'm willing to defend that person if there's any consequence. For instance, what Northern Nigeria is selling to the North, what Northern politicians is selling to the North about the APC, Yoruba, Southwest, Tumu, Yoruba federal government and everything, if it comes to election, if these politicians can be able to ensure that they fine-tune these people to be a bit aggressive, to defend their votes, even to the moment whereby some people are willing to give their lives to defend their vote, they can even go to the extent of making sure that they give them assurance that you are protected, we are this and that. That's what I'm saying. If you tell somebody to do something and you are willing to give that person assurance that if you do this thing, I'm for you, that is what happens. Nobody cares about the truth. Now, if you are talking about economy, you say economy is progressing. Hmm? How do you explain to a Nigerian that during Buhari, he was buying egg 50 naira? Sorry, 100 naira, I think. Yes, during Buhari, he was buying egg 100 naira. And you tell that person now is buying egg 250, 300, 1. How do you explain in economic terms? Especially with a person of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that people don't like. I never understand. The hatred for Tinubu, my brother, is unprecedented. People don't like that man. So what is really going to happen? That's the big deal now. What is really going to happen at this moment, when all these things are just going up and down? So now, local government autonomy cannot be reversed. Then the national development commissions will also cannot be reversed. These are sacrosanct. These are things that are going to happen. See, whether you like it or not, these are things that have come to stay. Now, if Northern Nigeria take over power, these are the things they are going to do. Tinubu and APC, their influence in Nigeria, they will make sure that they destroy it. Whatever influence that Tinubu has brought, you see, it is supposed to be a southern thing, but I don't know why the Southwest, they are playing the game alone. They are playing this superiority game. When Tumu was saying that it is my turn, it is our turn, it's Yoruba turn, it's my turn, I don't know whether he was considering Southern Nigeria. You know, politicians, if you believe politicians, if a politician can't tell you something and you believe them, my brother, you are taking a risk. That's why anything that comes from the APC, I take it with, whether it is true or not, I take it with like kid gloves. I don't really invest so much trust in what the APC is giving me. The APC that I know, this APC that have the marketed Port Harcourt refinery, Kaduna refinery, it is working. A particular journalist went and said, I claimed it, I saw the thing working. I saw it working. Now the other time they said we are going to sell, let's sell it scrap. We understand that it is working at a measure. There's a way it's working. But why create an impression that, like, if you create an impression, you know what the message you are trying to pass. If you, as a journalist, a respected journalist, and somebody who has the people trust you, you come and tell people that a refinery is working. What you are telling them is that it is working in full capacity. The government have fixed everything about it. But at the end of the day, they want to sell it. You spend billions of dollars in returning and refining. At the end of the day, billions of dollars. You investigate them now. Nobody's investigating. Nobody's holding anybody. Nobody's going to sell. Look at Betta Edu, the humanitarian minister that was, whether disgraced or whatever happened to her. Nobody's saying about anything about that. So is it a government, the same government that will bring in figures and said, we did this and did that? Is it that government we will trust? A government that cannot really fight corruption. Is it the same government, a government that is known for propaganda since 2015, that is actively, like, people are under them, they are pushing propaganda, even using official handles to push hatred and bigotry? Is it the government that you want to believe when they say something? So Nigerians will be expecting that, okay, what is the evidence? What you have said now, how has it benefited me? Where do I go from here? That is what Nigerians are going to look at. Nobody's going to look at what the BB grammar you're going to speak. Now, they are going to displace Tinubu's boys and work on the nepotism. Tinubu boys that they first, they will first find a way to remove Solomo, CBN governor, Minister of Finance, EFC, all of them, DSS, all those kiki petroleum minister, Ojulari, should be a northern person. But it's from Kwara State. People, they use brain, they run, politicians fear them. From Kwara State, they will make sure that they pick all those Tumu boys and displace them from power. And all those who got appointment as a result of nepotism will also be fished out. And even the trust people are going to have for a particular ethnic group, man, nobody will trust that ethnic group anymore. If they want to start activism now, they will fear some people. In a particular government parastatal, you say with the fear, say, these people, they feel they bail on me, they feel they gather information. At the end of the day, they feel betray me, blah, blah, blah. These are what people are going to think. I'm telling you what is obtainable. What people, the sentiment, the mindset of people when Northern Nigeria take over power. They will not kill the political relevance of the Southwest in Nigeria. Anything influence, anybody from the Southwest that tomorrow may be having potential to become president or whatever, they will make sure that they will kill that influence. As far as Tinubu is concerned, there's nobody that is going to inherit, like, take over from Tinubu that is from his family. His son cannot step into his shoes. The day Tinubu is gone, that is when you know, say, APC for Southwest, then get problems. They don't like themselves. Everybody just manage it because of power. Yes. Everybody just pretending because of power. When it happen, when it's up, you go no say APC don't even send anybody. They don't like themselves at all. When it's up, you don't say APC. They don't like themselves one bit. So whatever that is going to happen, if Northern Nigeria takes over from power, another one is that they will kick against Southwest Yoruba presidency. They will make sure that they kick against it. Anything Southwest Yoruba presidency, all of them go rally around them. Because that's what I'm saying. The president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, should make sure he doesn't fail in restructuring Nigeria. That is the best thing that can ever happen. Everybody is supporting him. From Southern Nigeria, everybody is supporting him. The Middle Belt are supporting him. Shebi, he has this opportunity to have a control over Senate, House of Rep. As it is now, if Blair said the man don't put Nigeria for him pocket, he has this opportunity which many presidents may not have once in a lifetime. He should use it and restructure the country and make sure that Northern Nigeria does not raise its head. But if they raise their head, my brother, it goes up. It goes up for Southwest. You know, Southeast, we are okay. We are used to being relegated politically. We have not found our voice. We have foolish people representing us that don't know their left from their right, that does not even know how to cut the sentiment and the how to influence and convince their people to join their political ideologies. They don't know. They're just proud, arrogant, and just there. They are puppets in the hands of some other element that does not want even the Southeast to get itself the first place. So the only thing here is that lastly, they are going to create economic hubs all around Nigeria to reduce the influence of Lagos State as an economic hub in Africa and in Nigeria. So they are going to do that, sabotage Lagos economy and make sure that they extend it to other economies so that these people will not rise again. However, let Tumu restructure Nigeria. That is the best ever thing that will happen to Nigeria. May God help Nigerians.